All right, today we're going to talk about a material that doesn't really shout for attention. It whispers. This is Chrysocolla Veiled Quartz, a stone that's all about subtlety, not spectacle.
I love this question. What if a stone could speak in whispers? It really gets to the heart of what we're exploring here. We're not talking about some loud, in-your-face kind of stone. This is one that kind of invites you to lean in a little closer and just listen.
So let's start with that very idea, a stone's whisper. We're going to unveil the gentle presence of this stone and figure out what makes it so distinct, so quietly captivating.
Okay, so what exactly is this stuff? Well, the name, Chrysocolla Veiled Quartz, pretty much tells you the story. We're looking at a pale, kind of milky quartz, but the magic, the real secret sauce, is in those soft, natural, blue internal inclusions. And that's key. This beautiful, soft blue color isn't a dye. It's from minerals that literally grew right inside the stone. How cool is that?
Now, about that name, let's move on to our next section, what's in a name? Because believe me, in the world of gemstones, the name you use can be the difference between total transparency and, well, a clever marketing trick.
And this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. On one hand, you have Chrysocolla Veiled Quartz. It's a descriptive name. It tells you exactly what you're looking at. Quartz, veiled with some kind of blue mineral. It's honest. But then you hear a name like fusion quartz. That's a commercial term. It's super ambiguous, could be used for anything really, which means you don't actually know what you're getting.
Ultimately, this all just boils down to transparency. A good descriptive name encourages you to focus on what you can actually see, what you can feel and experience in the stone itself, instead of just buying into some vague, flashy marketing label.
So we know what it is, we know why its name is so important, but what does it actually look like? This brings us to nature's subtle art, where we get to appreciate some truly imperfect beauty.
The absolute key word here is subtle. Seriously, don't go into this expecting a bright, super uniform electric blue like you'd get in a dyed stone. The real beauty here is in its gentle, totally irregular coloration. That's what makes every single piece unique.
And the patterns themselves, they're just poetic. You're not going to see these sharp, harsh lines. Instead, you'll see what's described as gentle veiling, wisps and patches. It honestly looks like a little plume of smoke or a tiny cloud was captured and frozen forever inside the quartz.
And it's absolutely crucial to get this. This beauty is 100% natural. There are no artificial coatings, no weird metallic sheens added to create some kind of effect. What you see is exactly how the stone came out of the earth. This natural process means that every single piece is completely, totally unique. The patterns, the shade of blue, the way the veils just drift through the quartz, you will literally never find two that are exactly alike. And that's not a flaw, that's its signature. That's how you know it's authentic.
Now, let's talk about what's beyond its physical beauty. This stone is also known for its metaphysical properties. So let's shift gears from what we can see with our eyes to what some people feel as its unique energy, an energy of calm.
This quote just nails it. Its energy is quiet and reassuring. It isn't described as forceful or intense or anything like that. The feeling that most people seem to associate with it is one of quiet reassurance and gentle, steady support.
So where does this calm vibe come from? Well, it's really seen as a combination of two things working together. You've got the stabilizing, amplifying energy of the quartz itself, which is already powerful. But then you pair that with the soothing, emotionally supportive influence of those blue mineral inclusions. That unique partnership is why it's considered so perfect for quiet, reflective, or restorative work.
So, let's put all this together. Who is this stone for? I like to think of it less as a tool and more as a quiet companion for certain moments in life.
It's a stone for those times when, you need clarity, but not the intense lightning bolt kind. It's for when communication needs to feel gentle and heartfelt, not forceful. And it's absolutely for those moments when you just need to carve out a quiet space for yourself to think and reflect.
So, at the end of the day, this stone isn't chosen for dramatic perfection or for flashy look-at-me colors. It's chosen for its honesty, for its natural, one-of-a-kind appearance, and for that quiet, gentle presence it offers.
And that brings us right back to where we started. Chrysocolla Veiled Quartz really is a stone that speaks in whispers, not declarations. It's just inviting you to slow down for a second and listen.
Well, that's it from me. Thanks so much for exploring the subtle world of Chrysocolla Veiled Quartz with us. Hope to catch you on the next one.